Most people think success looks like confidence, charisma, relentless hustle. But that's not what real power looks like. Here's the truth. The people who quietly dominate in life, the ones who build empires, control outcomes, and move ahead while others stay stuck, they all share one trait. It's not talked about, it's not taught, and it definitely doesn't sound positive. They are extremely calm and extremely ruthless. Sounds contradictory, right? It's not. And once you understand this, you'll start seeing the world very differently. Part 1. Calm means your emotions don't make decisions. Most people misunderstand what calm really means. They think it's being nice, passive, avoiding conflict. That's not calm. Real calm means your emotions don't get to vote. When something happens, pressure, conflict, opportunity, most people react instantly. Anger, anxiety, fear, ego, emotion jumps in and signs the decision before logic even shows up. But high-level thinkers, they pause. Not because they're slow, but because they're filtering. They observe first. They assess variables. They wait for clarity. Then, and only then, they act. That small delay, that half-second pause, it saves them from mistakes that ruin most people's lives. Think about it. How many bad decisions in your life came from emotion? Quitting too early, staying too long, reacting too fast, trying to prove something. Weak people react. Strategic people wait. Part 2, ruthless doesn't mean cruel. Now let's talk about the part that makes people uncomfortable. Ruthlessness. Most people associate it with being cold, heartless, aggressive. That's not what real ruthlessness is. Real ruthlessness is about cutting what no longer works. Wrong direction? Cut it. Wrong people? Distance. Wrong strategy? Replace it. No hesitation. No emotional attachment. No, but I already invested so much. Because here's a brutal truth. The world does not reward you for staying loyal to a mistake. It rewards you for correcting it fast. That's why people fail. Not because they don't work hard, but because they can't let go. They cling to past effort, past identity, past relationships, past decisions, and that attachment slowly destroys their future. Part 3. Calm plus ruthless equals strategic power. Now combine the two. Calm keeps you from reacting blindly. Ruthlessness keeps you from staying stuck. Together, they create strategic clarity. When something goes wrong, they don't panic, they adjust. When someone becomes a liability, they don't argue, they replace. When a path is blocked, they don't complain, they reroute. No emotional noise, no internal chaos, just movement. That's why they look effortless from the outside. But what you're actually seeing is zero wasted energy. Part 4, the most dangerous people are emotionally stable. Pay attention to this. The most dangerous people are not the loudest, not the most aggressive. They're the most stable. They don't overreact. They don't expose their triggers. They don't show you how to control them. Because the moment people understand your emotions, they can manipulate you. If they know what angers you, they can provoke you. If they know what you fear, they can pressure you. If they know what you crave, they can control you. But a calm person is unpredictable. And unpredictability is power. Part 5. Ruthlessness is freedom from the past. Here's where it gets even deeper. Most people are not controlled by others. They're controlled by their past. Past identity, past investments, past pride. They keep going, not because it's right, but because they've already gone this far. But powerful people, they don't live in continuity. They live in choice. They can destroy yesterday's version of themselves without hesitation. They can walk away from something they once loved if it no longer serves their future. That's not cold, that's evolution. Part 6. Slow reaction, fast execution. Most people think speed equals success. Wrong. Clarity is speed. High-level operators are slow to react, but fast to execute. That delay, it filters out emotion, ego, fear, noise, so when they finally act, it's decisive, clean, irreversible, no second guessing, no regret. That's real efficiency. Part 7, why most people never reach this level. Because humans are wired to fail in 3 ways. 1. emotion first. 2. Attachment to sunk cost. 3. Fear of social consequences. These three things quietly cap your potential. You hesitate. You overthink. You hold on too long. And all of it drains your energy. But high performers, they don't necessarily work harder. They operate cleaner. Clean decisions, clean cuts, clean movement. Final. The real formula for power. Let's simplify everything into one truth. The people who win big are not the smartest, not the most talented, not even the most hard-working. They are the least emotional, the least attached, the most willing to cut. Calm lets them see clearly. Ruthlessness lets them move forward. And when you combine both, you become someone people can't read, can't control, and can't stop. If you want to think deeper, move smarter, and understand how real power works, subscribe, because most people play checkers. But here, we study strategy.